Good morning, everybody. I welcome to our African art class. We are running for 5 weeks, so I wanted to take you through my RCC and let you know what it's going to look like. We start today. You get your first lecture today. Overall, you have 14 lectures because the continent is so vast and there's so much information. It is intense for the next 5 weeks, but it's something that we'll go through together even though you're online and some of you I never meet in person, but hopefully in one of the other classes and other courses I'll get to meet you. There are 23 of you enrolled in the class. And the most important thing is really to turn in the work. Let me take you through my RCC and we'll explain what all that means. But number one thing is your physical and mental well-being. Okay, so that comes first. You cannot do your education without having your mental and physical health tended to. So that I take that very seriously. If there's anything happening with you at all throughout the next 5 weeks, please let me know. We'll work on an alternative schedule if we need to. It's this class hopefully is for you, is something that you want to take and you want to explore more. And I'll tell you what the commitments are so that you can check to see if you have the time to do it. Okay. You will get 3 recordings a week. They're about an hour to an hour and a half long. So make time for that. And then there's another about an hour of work every week. Okay. Or less. I mean, it depends on how quickly you work and how quickly you can absorb the information. Let's go to my RCC together. Don't be scared. We're going to do this together. It will be fine. You can do it. If there's anything that you need help with, I'm going to be here. You can always reach me on Zoom and I'll show you where that is. But first of all, let's say hello to our 23 students. You'll see each other's work on the discussion forum. So if there's, if you relate to somebody in the course, you can of course email each other. And we'll try to have this as much of an open course, an open resource so that you can see each other's works as well. And if I mispronounce your name, please, I do apologize. Just send me an audio if you have with your name in it so that I pronounce it correctly. So good morning. I am Lohi, which is so beautiful. I'm sorry. Hopefully I spelled it okay. Mary, good morning. Adelia, good morning. Kashan, good morning. Faith, Keisha, Avery, Stevie, Clayton, Lovely, Emanuela, Amara, Elaine, Edelyn, Monek, Yolanda, Cynthia, Kiana, and I'm happy to see some of the names that I know, people who have already taken the classes. Camilla, good morning. Augustine, Raquel, and Jirma. So welcome to the course. And of course, and the number one thing again is your health and mental well-being. We'll try to tie that in with the work that we do. Okay. If there are any issues, any concerns whatsoever, please email me. And this is where you'll find my email. So the syllabus is here online. It's updated with most dates. So you'll be able to see that we are finished on June 26th. So it's a quick, almost month-long course. And you can do this. Okay, we'll do it together. I know it's extra work. I know that many of you are doing a lot more work. Are you working or you have families? So do pace yourself. And again, think about prioritizing, 5 to 10 minutes for yourself before you do anything. And then getting to the work that you need to do, because really you can't tend to anything without taking care of yourself. Okay, so if you need to have a cup of when you're watching the recordings, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of water or anything, juice, whatever, by your side so that you're hydrated and you can take in the information. It really, self-care is, after the pandemic, it's number one. There's nothing else that's more important, right? You breathing, right? That's your one job and the most important one. Without that, there's nothing. So, my name is Professor Swanda. Welcome to the course. And we'll talk about African art and what that means. Especially if you're studying African art and you're thinking about who is this person teaching me. So African art, Africa in general has changed my life. I went to South Africa in my 20s. I was fortunate enough to go to Cape Town. And I went to Robben Island, and the transformation that I saw there was what started this whole art journey for me and really, changed my life. But I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But if you have any questions, of course, email me about that experience. Really, I met someone on Robben Island who it was a prison, and they transformed the prison into university. They wrote courses on toilet paper. So when people went to the bathroom, they could study and they could learn things. So it was a really, it's, the most horrendous space. I mean, there were like 4 or 5 foot walls that would, were cement that would roll into, I mean, horrendous place. But I saw Nelson Mandela's cell. It's just a horrible place. So much trauma, just horror. Anyway, but the inmates transformed the whole space. They transformed it into a space of education. So for me, that was so remarkable. How can someone take so much, I forget, so much crap, right? So much horrible things, and transform it into something that was a positive experience, or that was something that um, changed their life. But even though it was such a horrible place, that somehow helped. I just couldn't. It was such a remarkable space in terms of transformation. It really it made me understand that people can change their um, whole outlook on life based on um, sort of inner self rather than the outer self. Okay, I'll let that go. But if you have one and to know any more, you can just ask me. Okay, so you can find my email here. You can always contact me here. I don't answer on the odd nights and the weekends. I learned that in the pandemic, but I will answer throughout the week. And I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours of you emailing me. That I'll try to make a point of that. If you email me, of course, on Friday night, I might not get back to it until Monday. If you need to see me outside of the lectures, which you will get in video, like you are getting this one now, you can come see me directly from Monday or Friday from 10 to 11. But if you have an alternative time, if 10 to 11 doesn't work for you, I'm happy to meet, if we can just make an appointment. All right. So you can read through the syllabus. You can figure out there's going to be one quiz and one discussion forum every week. Okay. So those are and usually the quizzes take about 30 minutes or less. And also the exercises that we're doing for our discussion forum will also be something like 30 minutes or less. So it shouldn't be hopefully too much extra work. Most of it you will get through the lectures. Most of the answers for the quizzes will be in the lectures, okay? So if you watch the recordings, you should be all set. Uh, let's see, you can read through all this. And this is maybe the most important thing, is to see the schedule of what we're doing and when we're doing it. So have a look at the bottom here. Okay. Let's go to our overview where we're starting today. So you will always have the unit here, and it's based on the week, okay, that we're going. This week you have 3 presentations, which means 3 lectures, and you can find them here. So you can download them and follow along, or you can just watch the recording and all the slides are there anyway. But if you need to refer, if there's a question for the quizzes, the answers are inside the slides. So go ahead and you can open them on your computer. And then the due dates of what is due when is posted in this weekly assignments, okay? And the only way that I can even take attendance in this class, of course, is just through your participation, okay? So if for whatever reason you can't do the coursework this semester, it's okay. It'll be offered again in the fall. So don't feel like you're not, I need the course assignments, of course, to grade you. But outside of that, if life happens and you can't fulfill the coursework, then just drop the class and you can take it again in the fall. Okay. So really see if it fits into your schedule. And I also don't want you overworked and overstressed either. Okay. Hopefully, again, it's something that you're taking for yourself, um, and that it's not extra, that it's more exciting. Hope that's the goal. All right. And then the first thing really to think about for this week is the discussion forum, which is on the first set of slides. And you will get a video from me on the first slideshow today. Okay. When you see after you have that slideshow, then go ahead into the discussion forum, and you have one that's due in 2 days. And basically, you have questions that are answered in the slideshow. Okay. So make sure you watch it, read some of the questions, and just respond. Okay. You just add a post, and you're able to write in and answer these questions. How is sandrock art made? Why paint on rock? What does the rock symbolize? Who were the painters? Right? And these are just educated guesses. You'll be just a response is all I need. Okay. And why are you taking the course? Maybe most important. You can also feel free to respond to one another's posts. And you can answer, I mean, you can write your answers down. You can audio your answers through your phone if you like. You can video yourself answering the question. So whatever way works for you, as long as you can get me the materials, will be fine. Okay. Answering the questions here in writing, but if you don't have time or for whatever reason, just get it to me in an alternative way, whatever that way is. All right. And I think, let me just check to make sure that that's about it. You will get these lectures from me. It'll be a video recording. It's from a previous class, but what it'll usually say is it'll give you the start of the slides. So if you don't want to listen to the beginning of the conversation, you can just jump to that time and watch the slideshow, okay? The other thing you can do on these videos is you can change the speed of them, all right? So you can change it to 1.5 speed so that in case you don't have the time to watch an hour and a half video, you can speed it up and make it an hour, okay? Or even speed it up double time. So that's just a little option that you can have. You can also, there should be a script running so that you can see the script, but I'm not sure if it's here. Anyway, so what you'll get from me is you'll get this Zoom video recording, usually an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, and that's it, okay? 3 times a week, Monday, usually Wednesday and Friday. If there's any questions on the lectures, of course, you email me with anything, okay? And I think that's about it. Yeah. Thank you so much. If there's, again, we will work through this together. Email me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If we need to schedule a Zoom call so that we can meet face to face and virtually like this, we can set up any time you have or any time you need. Take deep breaths, drink lots, right? Take moments for yourself. That priority of your health is really the key. All right. You will get a recording from me again today, Wednesday, and Friday. Your first assignment for the discussion forum, those 4 questions, is due on Wednesday. And then there is a draw anything assignment on Friday. And it really means draw anything. And it'll be explained in the videos. So I thank you so much. Anything and everything, any questions, please send them my way. Okay. We will work together for the next 5 weeks. All right. Be well.